We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got here. It's Cunningham. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Giants.
Play fake. Now Cunningham slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And at the 25-yard line, the Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jones dancing to his left. That's taken in by Callaway. All the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Jones. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To throw on third down, Jones, flush to his right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Second down, here's Cunningham. Buying time to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Over the middle, complete. It's Armstrong. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And the Giants first down.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, here's a run with Mack. We'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham throwing the out route incomplete. It's Armstrong, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
New York.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Vikings 20.
From the gun, Cunningham into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Hill, 85 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time special position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on a big play. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Cunningham. For Kenner here, it's complete. Cunningham, 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
By number 12.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Giants.
On 1st down, it's Mack. Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or other.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
38-yard line.
Jones throwing on first down. And this one is incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now Jones throwing on third and long. And he's going to go down again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
That's caught at the 25. Well, the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Off play action, Cunningham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
His kick is...
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Giants 14, Vikings 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Dawson Knox, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Now 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones finding Knox there, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
3 brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Cunningham. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He completes this one to Mack. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also going to go pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Giants first down.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing right downfield and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. To throw again, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is right through.
The score, Giants 35, Vikings 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Off the play fake. Cunningham rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Cunningham. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's Cunningham. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go on top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Cunningham. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
To number 41.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Get down by Baker Fitzpatrick, and he is all the way up past the 25. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 49. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he's under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Uchenna in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Giants, they do get the victory here in the season finale, but it was altogether a disappointing season as they wind up at 6-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this